Yo, this is Ty, the official TAI. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, January 15, 2021, and I'm here to give you your update this morning on the EIDL loan program, literally pertaining to the grant and fraud. Yes, I said fraud.
Yo, this is Ty. Welcome to the official TAI channel. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to my channel. Today, in lieu of being purposeful, because that's what we do, right? That's what we do. I want you to be aware about these frauds. People are saying they can help you get this money, knowing good and well you don't have a business. People saying that you can still get this money, knowing good and well your business did not start before February of 2020. I repeat, if your business did not start before February of 2020, but I'm telling you now, have integrity. This EIDL loan program, the 10K grant, is particularly what I'm talking about. We already know what the loan is, but the 10K grant part of it, it is expected to open this Sunday, January 17th of 2021. Who knows what time or anything like that, but it will be this Sunday. So you have 2 more days to get ready. I want you to prepare. I want you to get all your financial statements together. I want you to make sure that you have the correct bank account number for your direct deposit. I want you to make sure that you crossed all your T's and dot all your I's. I know you're all wondering, when is this portal going to be opened? Like literally, it's supposed to have been last Sunday, now it's this Sunday. But don't be surprised if it's not even available this Sunday coming up, okay? Don't be surprised. But what the delay really is, I came up with 2 reasons. One, because there's a change in power. There's a change in parties, okay? There's a change from Republican to Democrat, the right to the left. Whatever reason why they use it with the left and the right hand, I don't know. But right now the parties are changing hands. And because of that conflict, particularly Miss Carranza, who worked for the SBA, she's the one that decided upon herself when the EIDL program first opened in reference to the first stimulus package, and decided to only pay people $1,000 per employee. That was never in the books. That was never a guideline. That was never in the system, or she was never told to do so. And since she did decide to do so, poof, sis is out of a job. And of course, she will be replaced with someone a little bit more credible. However, it is because we're going from Republican to Democrat, as well as, and I don't blame anybody, they don't want this Carranza, yes, they don't want this Miss Carranza woman to possibly distribute these funds wrongly again. Literally. She could have actually had her job way after the election and the inauguration and everything, However, because of these situations and what she did with the first one, with the first allotment or the first money from the SBA to distribute, no. They're not making that mistake twice. First time, shame on you. Next time, then it's shame on me. Okay? I'm sure the SBA is not trying to say shame on them this time. So with her moving out of position and her position being replaced, along with the parties changing in the House, those that have the majority of the House, which are the Democrats right now, I want to say that I'm okay with that. 1, they want to make sure probably all their ducks are in a row. And then 2, they want to make sure this Miss Carranza lady is the done. Make sure she's gone, and don't distribute the funds wrongly again, because technically SBA can be sued for that. Beware. If you're not a business that started before February of 2020, you're technically not eligible for this second round of the EIDL loan program. You would have had to have had this business started and everything prior to February of 2020. In addition to that, you also would have had to have shown or have available. This is why I say prepare for Sunday. Prepare for the worst, prepare for questions, prepare for everything. This is more than enough time for you to be well prepared for this 10K grant to go along with your loan. Whether you chose to take the loan or not, long as you were approved, obviously, or as long as you qualify, I should say. Like I said, if your business did not open before February of 2020, technically you are dead wrong. I repeat, technically you are a fraud for this 10K grant, okay? I'm just putting that out there. This is the guidelines. I didn't make this stuff up. In addition to that, you would have to also be able to prove that you have 8 weeks, again, 8 weeks of income loss, and be able to prove that. And I believe that's by 30% of your revenue, of your take home from your business or your side hustle. Okay? You would have had to have had 8 weeks to prove that your income went down because of COVID, as well as be able to show 8-week period that your income was regular, so that way they can compare it and see, yes, it did decrease at least by 30%. Can you do that? Or are you really that fraud? At any rate, that's none of my business. At any rate, I just want to let y'all know the SBA has partnered with a fraud detection agency that more than likely they might not even ask you for records. I want you to be aware because the SBA has partnered with a fraud detection agency company, and it's supposed to be some big wig fraud company that actually has a verification tool. And this verification tool gives them access to the U.S. Treasury on your behalf, to your tax forms, your financial statements, your pay stubs, and even to look at your credit. So don't be surprised if the SBA does not ask you for additional information with your initial application. I'm just saying they can find out this information on their own to verify. So make sure your business was open before February of 2020, and make sure that you can prove that you had 8 consecutive weeks, any 8 given weeks, 8 consecutive weeks to prove that your business revenue decreased by 30% at least. I'm just saying, I'm just a messenger. Again, they may not even ask you for proof of anything because they can see it themselves. With that being said, hopefully you have proof showing your salary or your income for your side hustle, receipts, etc. I'm just saying. Again, I'm just going to keep saying. But moving forward, okay, you're not a fraud. Let me just give you a little bit of history on the EIDL loan program then. The EIDL loan program is going to pay out in a priority way. The first priority is going to go to those that received or was approved for the initial EIDL loan program from the first stimulus package and only got the loan. Or let's say they only got $1,000 of the grant. Well, they will first be paid out and they will then get the difference. The second person in line would be those that didn't get any grant at all. They only got approved for the loan and the loan money. Again, this is all a part of the first stimulus package for the EIDL loan program for this 10K. So those that only got the loan, now's your time that you will be paid in the secondary, obviously, to the full $10,000 grant that you're entitled to for being qualified for the loan. Again, you only have to qualify for the loan in order to be eligible for this grant. Take advantage of it if you qualify. Have integrity. And the last payout, or I should say the payout moving forward from there, would only be to those that are the new applicants. And then they'll probably be distributed based on need, location, demographics, if you're in if you're in a low income area, etc. Also, the SBA is encouraging everyone to wait until the grant portal opens. I don't know if I agree with this because at this point, there's people that's right now currently applying for the loan, knowing that once they are approved and qualified, they will automatically be getting this 10K as well. Well, if that happens and there's 20K for the first act and 20K for this second act or this second stimulus package, that means there's a cap. That means at some point the money's going to run out. So you can take this information up to your own discretion and decide whether or not you want to apply now for the loan and just wait on information for the grant, or if you truly want to wait till Sunday, this Sunday coming up, then apply for everything all at once. I'm not giving you an answer. I am not a professional. I am not a tax advisor. Everything I say is just for entertainment only. With that being said, qualifying entities. In order for you to be a qualifying entity, a qualifying gig, or a qualifying job, to get this loan, you would obviously have to have a revenue loss of 30% or more during any 8-week given period, as already discussed. Be in a low income area, even though that's also up for argument. Remember, there is 2 acts. There's one from the first stimulus package and there's one from the second. One of them doesn't state anything about low income community. The second one does. So I don't know what tier they're going to make everybody fall under, but just to keep that in mind. And lastly, you just need to qualify for the loan. That's what would make you a qualified entity, a qualified company, a qualified business, or a qualified gig. Yes, a qualified gig. Last but not least, piece of hair. Y'all could have told me I had some hair going on. Last but not least, the loans. Yes, you would have to find your own creditor. You would have to find a bank, basically, that's going to fund these funds to you. However, they still have to go through the SBA guidelines when distributing these funds to you. So with that being said, you could either pay 2.75 or 3.75 in interest. Again, the first payment is deferred, so you won't have to make your first payment until a year after you receive the funds, as well as it's for a 30-year term. So you have 30 years to pay this loan off. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. And then speaking of frauds, there's fraud in so many different ways that I want you to be aware of. Like in the comments, there's frauds in those comments. There's nobody named Huck Bang whatever or the different names that's in my comments and says go to their Instagram page, go to their email address or call them. No professional is going to put themselves out there like that and say contact me through Instagram. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. If so, they are a fraud. So if you see those in my comments below, report it. If you see those in my comments below, don't reply back to those people. I'm telling you, they're frauds. Let me see what else I got for you. I skim over this real quick. Happy Friday. Any plans for the weekend? Any plans? I personally don't. I have my hair covering my shirt that shows a company's name that I don't want to because they're not paying for this video. So I am trying to cover it a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you can actually tell what's written on this shirt. Hopefully not. At any rate, be purposeful, people. Please be purposeful and do everything you do with good intention, with integrity. Believe me, it'll go a long way in the long run. Let's see if I have any other information and updates for you for the EIDL loan program. Qualifying entity, you already know you also have to have less than 300 employees. Now, if you signed up or you apply for the EIDL loan program through the first stimulus package, the first CARES Act, then those requirements were 500 or less employees. So again, it depends on when you apply for which program you would be under the statutes of limitation for, basically. You already know, or you should know, that this is not the grant, obviously the grant is free, that the loan is non-taxable. Again, non-taxable. You can't beat any of this. You really can't. They're also encouraging everyone to not reapply. If you already applied, please be patient, because if you become a company that has multiple application numbers, that's going to mess the system up that much more and delay your money. And not only that, did you like, comment, subscribe, and share yet? Because I'm just talking and you just watching. Come on, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you really like me, go in the comments and comment hashtag TAIEIDL. Hashtag TIEIDL. Yes, TIEIDL, as in the EIDL loan program, as in the EIDL grant. Yes, I have all the information for you. So please go ahead and tag in the comments hashtag TAIEIDL, EIDL. Again, hashtag TAIEIDL. Thank you.